Well, welcome to Christ Church News once again this week. I thought we might start off with some good advice this week, especially given everything that's happened in the world of sports over the weekend. Do you know what to do if you're on the golf course and get caught in a lightning storm? Hold up your 1-iron. Why? Because not even God can hit a 1-iron. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Well, as I just mentioned, golf has been on the mind of the world, even if we don't play golf. Golf has been on people's minds, and hence it's been on my mind a little bit today. Now, I don't know why people keep giving me, well, I know why they keep giving me gifts about golf, but I get joke books about golf, kind of like the one I just told, and I get other gifts as well, like 501 excuses for a bad golf shot. I'm not sure why I need 501, but there's a few good ones in here that I thought I would share with you at the beginning of today. There's no excuse for a bad golf shot, but that was supposed to be a practice swing. And it happens. It happens. There's also no excuse for a bad golf shot, but I'm always aiming too far left when coming out of the bunker. There's no excuse for a bad golf shot, but my arm moved too far to the left of the vertex. You ever have that vertex, left of the vertex problem? Well, me too. And, well, there's no excuse for a bad golf shot, but to heck with the tournament, I don't look good in a green jacket anyways. Doesn't look good. But we know that most of the players, if we were watching this past weekend, don't hit too many bad golf shots. But you know when things start adding up, and you know when you have to talk about something, when you begin to have these thoughts and ideas, and then, lo and behold, you play the Wordle very early in the morning, and the Wordle for today is shank. Yet,
4!
Shank. I know. Could it be any more clear that we need to think a little bit about golf this week here at Christ Church and in our Christ Church News? Well, of course, the tournament itself made news. And of course, the great play of Scottie Scheffler made the biggest news of the day. And he got to put on the green jacket for the second time. But there was an underlying story towards the end there, on the Saturday and Sunday for sure. A story kept coming up about Scottie's life. And that is that his wife was back home expecting their first child very soon. And maybe what was most important for all of us, golf lovers or not, are the interviews that Scottie gave after the tournament. Because he shocked the world, at least on a certain level. He said to them that in a few days, golf would probably be ranking about number 4 on his priority list. He says, I love to win, I still have the passion to win, but listen, my new son or daughter, whichever one it's going to be once they are born, is going to rank pretty highly, 1 or 2, along with his wife, on his priority list. And he said golf is probably going to be around 4. Now, he didn't say number 3 specifically, but most people have remarked on the amount that he talked about the place of God in his life and the place of faith in his life, ranking it even above golf. And some people were pretty shocked by that. How could that possibly be? Well, I think mostly what that interview has done for us is given us the chance for all of us to reflect upon our priorities. Where do things rank in our lives? If we had to sit down like Scottie did this past weekend and be honest and truthful and say, look, I've got to tell you, what you might think is the first or second priority for me actually ranks further down the list. And it's important, of course, where we rank things in our lives. Not that we sit around all day long and ranking things, but we know how we act, and we know our priorities based upon how we act and how we react. So I simply think this week, Scottie Scheffler has given us all a great chance to reflect upon our lives and upon our priorities. Where do the important things in our life rank? And why do they rank there? And if we take the time to put those into a list, into a ranking, do we want to rethink any of those and to shift those in our lives? We know ultimately this, no matter what, that when it comes to God's ranking of priority, we, this whole world, are at the top. We see that in the life of Jesus Christ for us. We see that in the love of God for us. And hopefully we see it reflected through other people's love for us and our love for them. That's ultimately what it's all about. But if you need one last piece of advice before we close out today, I've got one last for you. And it's, of course, based in a question: why did the woman take 2 pair of trousers to the golf course? Well, in case she got a hole in one. I'll see you next week.